At the end of the Shang dynasty, one of the most renowned dynasties in ancient Chinese history, there was a king named King Zhou. He was infamous not only for his cruelty and tyranny, but also for his notorious relationship with a beautiful and powerful woman named Daji. Few knew that Daji was actually the incarnation of a nine-tailed fox, a creature with immense magical powers. Daji, originally a nine-tailed fox fairy in legend, was sent by the god Shennong to test the patience and righteousness of King Zhou. When King Zhou first saw Daji, he was immediately captivated by her enchanting beauty and alluring demeanor. With her flowing silk robes, sparkling eyes, and mysterious smile, Daji easily won King Zhou's heart. However, behind that beautiful exterior lay a cunning and deceitful soul. Under Daji's influence, King Zhou became increasingly brutal and inhumane. He began to impose cruel punishments on those who disagreed with him or disobeyed his orders. Daji not only stood behind these decisions, but also encouraged King Zhou to carry them out. She devised cruel games for entertainment, such as forcing people to walk on hot coals or tying them to burning copper pillars. Daji also built luxurious palaces and organized grand banquets while the people suffered from hunger and hardship. One of the most famous constructions she ordered was the wine pool and meat forest, a garden filled with wine and food, where only the wealthy and powerful could enter. Meanwhile, ordinary people endured starvation and oppression. Not content with mere cruelty and extravagance, Daji also plotted to eliminate anyone who might threaten her power. She persuaded King Zhou to execute many loyal and talented officials simply because they disagreed with her decisions. Among those executed were generals and officials who had faithfully served the Shang dynasty for many years. One of Daji's most terrifying schemes was to eradicate the entire lineage of those she considered threats. She devised complex plans to frame them, leading to their execution without a chance to defend themselves. These actions aroused deep resentment and anger among the people. A major uprising, led by King Wu of Zhou, broke out, involving many disgruntled officials and generals. King Wu of Zhou was a brilliant strategist with a vision. He was determined to overthrow King Zhou to save the country from misery. In fierce battles, King Wu's forces advanced to the palace of King Zhou. Despite knowing he was surrounded, King Zhou refused to relinquish his power. He ordered his loyal soldiers to defend the palace to the death. However, against the might and determination of the rebel forces, King Zhou's army was quickly overwhelmed. As King Wu's army stormed the palace, Daji knew her time had come. She revealed her true form as a nine-tailed fox and attempted to escape punishment. However, she was captured and eventually killed. King Zhou also met his end in the uprising, marking the end of the Shang dynasty. After the fall of King Zhou and Daji, King Wu of Zhou ascended the throne, founding the Zhou dynasty. He endeavored to restore order and bring peace to the land. The atrocities and excessive luxury of King Zhou and Daji became historical lessons, recorded to warn future generations about the dangers of greed and cruelty.